Welcome to the Once in a Lifetime series on RVerTV. In this one here, we're going to continue on the second leg of our Mississippi trip heading south. We're right here in Wisconsin, leaving Cassville, the campground. Going to head down to Illinois and then eventually over into Iowa. So sit back, get ready, and the journey starts now. Back at the campground, the managers tell me a cool little stop we're going to do up here in Dickeyville real quick on our way down to Galena, which is home of old President Grant. All kinds of cool history. Hot and humid, overcast skies. Had a few thunder bumpers. Look at that, the road's still a little wet. A few raindrops last night. Could hear the thunder. Those storms can brew up in a hurry. Everything's so green and pretty. They definitely get rain. Don't need to water the lawn here. Okay, this road. We're just cutting through a couple small towns. We're going to end up in Dickeyville. We're actually going to leave Wisconsin and drop down into Illinois. It's about where all the three states meet right there, too. Should be interesting. Okay, this town has a big brewery in it. Potosi. They were telling me about this at the campground too. This brewery employs almost this whole area. All the resources. It's supposed to be really good beer. I don't drink anymore, so I couldn't tell you, but they said it's a cool, old, historic place. And I'm kind of agreeing with them. Look at the buildings. Oh yeah. These even look the part of an old brewery, doesn't it? And here's all the houses. Perfect. Small town USA right here. And they got beer. Alright, well, let's see here. I think I need to keep going straight on this road. I better pull off up here and check the phone. Doesn't feel like rain, just the overcast. Alright, let's see here. Yep, let me check real quick. I got this truck behind me too. Alright, here we go. To Dickeyville we go. Wow. Oh my goodness. The grotto and shrine. They weren't kidding. I looked at this online. Dickeyville Grotto and Shrines. My goodness, since the 1920s. Huh. Go figure. This is a little town. Dickeyville, Wisconsin. Well, where to start? How about in the front? The church itself is something else. Wow. Even the fence has rocks in it. All different kinds of rocks. My goodness, all the colors. I guess that's concrete. Look at this thing. American flags. Looks like a little altar inside. They probably got ceremonies. Goodness. 1929. Have you ever seen anything like this in your life? There's rose quartz, all different types of you know, this is just like quartzite. All the stuff you'd find. All the colors. Those were all stuck in there by hand, and then plus they made the artwork out of it. My goodness. Sorry, I'm in awe. I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, that rose quartz, I see that by the truckload down in quartzite. All the different shrines. Little statues in there. Geodes split open. There you go, with the crystals. What is that, maybe like lava rock? And it goes way up there. Oh, wow. So 1929, this is almost 100 years old. Flowers, this is extremely looked after. There's more, there's pathways. Oh goodness, this is fun. Seashells. All those put in by hand. So back in the 1920s, I wonder where they got all of it. More flowers. All their different sayings and everything on there. Once again, it's called the Grotto and Shrines, Dickeyville, Wisconsin. You almost don't know where to look. There's so much here. There's absolutely so much here. I'm sure there's stories behind each little of those arches and shrines. Okay. This is something else. Well, we say we'll take a walk around the courtyard here. Here we go. All their fence. That's made out of concrete. That's all concrete. Oh my god, even the birdhouse. And there's birds in the birdhouse. There's a, looks like a fountain. There's a birdhouse there. All covered in gemstones and rocks. If you ever get in this neck of the woods, you gotta stop and see this. You won't believe it. Oh, big cemetery back here. Wow. This is a big church. Very big. Here's another one. They were busy. Let's go check out that fountain before we hit back on the road. The little buildings have the rocks on them. Those flowers are beautiful, aren't they? Yeah, that thing, my God. Wonder how many people have come here and looked at it. That's had to make news channels. See, it's just stuck in the concrete. All formed together. All right, here you go. Got the eagle on it. Incredible. Bells. This could go in like the Guinness Book of Records, couldn't it? For amount of rocks, made just of different kinds. The fountain. They probably run it during the day. It's still early morning. You know me, I get out early. That's something. Okay, well, that lady at the RV park wasn't kidding. She goes, "You've never seen anything like this." And it's in such perfect condition for being almost 100 years old. Absolutely just the way they laid the colors out. Maybe they light it up at night and it looks cool too. But the birdhouse. There's a couple and them things are busy. Them birds are in and out of that thing. They're living on Park Place here. It's something. Beautiful flowers, everything. What a stop. This alone, I mean, I see a lot of different things on the road, but this is one to remember here. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm just in awe of this. Right here in Dickeyville. I seen a priest running around. I'm gonna talk to him. Maybe we can get inside that thing, that shrine. Absolutely incredible. Man, I'm glad I stopped here. And to hear about it back at the campground in Cassville. The lady said you wouldn't believe it. She is right. Alright, I need to grab a camera battery here. Even the flowers are just perfect. Wow. And that big old church right there. Goodness.
In the 1920s,
Yeah.
the companies would have been turning to plastic for that stuff instead of the stone or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you also had
Oh, look at this. My
this here is made of pipestone, and it is supposedly made by one of Father Marquette's Native American converts.
This is insane. Here's a donation to the
Oh,
church.
okay.
Thank you so much.
So you're welcome.
My goodness.
I've got to open the church up so you can just look around. And,
Okay. Do you want me to close this? Or
No.
Leave it open?
I'll close it when I come back. through,
Okay.
whatever.
Well, I sure appreciate it. I share a lot of
Yeah.
my pictures online, and a lot of people will see this.
Oh,
So,
good, good.
really
I mean,
appreciate
you
it.
know, you think about, he's got like fossil starfish, the shells, like you say, the geos, and how this petrified.
Gear shift knobs from Ford Motor Company. People trucked this into the priest. He died a year after he created this. Hundreds of people helped him. It's all set in concrete. They're having it professionally restored. That's why it looks so good. Company comes in and restores this stuff because he said the concrete's failing. But every piece of glass a guy could find, anything. It's just not rocks. It could be anything in here. What artwork. What beautiful artwork. End story. If you get a chance, go online and read about the grotto. That is something else. That was too cool for school times 10. Woo! What a great, great stop. That made my whole day right there. What do you say? Let's head down to Illinois, down to Galena. One of the homes of President Grant back in the 1800s. Is there and supposed to be able to take a tour through it. So I thought that'd be our next stop. It's still early in the morning. That's nice of him to open up that altar thing in there. Let me get good footage of it. That was just too cool for school. That made my day, if you can't tell. All right. I'm gonna make a quick stop here at this Walmart. I gotta grab water and stuff. Cause haven't seen a big store in a while. We're here in Galena. I'll reset the cameras too, new batteries, and then we're gonna drive through historic downtown. And I still have some time to kill. That can't get in that Grant home till around 10. Alright. We'll be on the road shortly. Alright, cool. There's our sign. Welcome to Galena. We're in the extreme north part of Illinois here. We're close to Mississippi River too. We're not that far off. Across there would be Iowa and then to north Wisconsin. How'd you like to live here? I guess Galena would be a pretty big town. That Dickeyville was cool. Green grass, not used to that. You don't see much of this in Arizona. All you see there rock and dirt and cactus. Probably Friday night football at the high school. Nice homes in here, wow. Shouldn't be too much farther. Hopefully I'm going in the right direction. It showed one-way streets down here in downtown. So maybe we'll do a loop or something. We are definitely dropping down quick too. I'd like to mow that bank on the right. Say, get out there and mow that. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Old homes here. Well, maybe this isn't the district yet, downtown. But these homes are definitely aged. They all have a similar style. Big porch on the front. 2-story, 3 stories. Oh, see a church steeple. Here we go. Made it. That's a lot of red brick, isn't it? All the doorways and windows are arched. More homes. Wow, this is a big town. You know, when you research this stuff online, it's hard to tell. Oh my goodness, there's hardly any sidewalk. These homes are right on the street. I bet parking is an absolute premium. Okay, and I think here's some of our one-way streets coming up. Well, we'll just take the sightseeing way, huh? No right turn, and I bet that's where a lot of the downtown is. You can't see it, but I can. Yep. All right. We'll just circle around. Candy Kitchen. This is something like you'd see in a movie. Lady Bird, Riverbend Gallery, art galleries. flag flying, yes. How about some dinner at the log cabin? Fine food and cocktails. Heck yeah. Very narrow streets. Always like these buildings built right on a corner like that. There's the Dowling House. Wonder if it's haunted down here. Maybe, huh? Alright, cool. Well, there's a place called Grant's Park. And we'll go find that, and we're gonna end up at Grant's old home. It's on the other side of the river. Check out all these delivery trucks. There's nowhere to park. You just park in the street and unload. There's your food. There's your beer. What's that one? Probably the booze. Must be delivery time before everything gets opened up. Gray Iron Foundry. This town is hundreds of years old. Well, when was Grant president? Way back in the 1800s sometime. After the Civil War, wasn't it? And this isn't the park. We gotta go across the river. Let me cut up this way. More old downtown, heck yeah. This place is ancient but cool. When you see the old fire escapes too, that dates a building. The old metal fire escapes. Faded out old Coca-Cola sign there. Wow. It's just endless. Big flood wall. Here we go. There's a river to the left. And there's our bridge. See, I knew all along where I was. Heck yeah, right? I'd be so lost without my phone and Google Maps anymore. Driving around some of these towns that you just don't know. And I've never been here before in my life. Alright, cross over the big bridge here. And the park and all the other stuff should be off to the left. And the maps want me to make a left right here. That Grant's home still isn't open quite yet. We'll find it. There's our park. Yay. Wow. Wonder who's traveled these streets. Ooh, what's that? Visitor center. Okay. Looks like more old buildings. That sign says Grant's home to the right. We won't go up there quite yet. I see a big parking lot out here, which would be perfect for take a little break, get out of this van. I still have that grotto and shrine on my mind. I still can't believe we stopped there and seen all that. I'll remember that for the rest of my time. Okay, looks like a nice little park. Alright, let me get parked and we'll take a walk. I would say old train depot. And here's their river. Wow, that tree is huge. That dates the area too. And across the river, that's the downtown we were just driving through. That's pretty neat. Zoom in with the phone here. Lots of churches. Just old and historic. That must be their Veterans Memorial there. Cool. US 20. I didn't realize we were on US 20. That runs across country. Some of the buildings. There's your river. And what we got in here? Looks like a map. Yeah, you can see how close to the Mississippi we are. Okay, well, I'm gonna go hang out in the van for a little bit, check emails, and wait for this stuff to get opened up. Then we'll go explore that Grant's home. Hey, we got blue sky. Clouds are dissipating. Yay. That's one nice thing about the van. I can do work while I got time to wait for things to open. All the solar on it, I can power up, turn on my computer, make something to eat if I get hungry. Okay, this is definitely a train depot and their visitor center. Alright, let me peek inside, see what it is in there. Okay, those are hard to film. Too many people. But this mainly brochures and information desk. Take my word. If it would have been good, we would have filmed it. Alright, more flowers in Galena. Got a little more of the Mississippi River trip this week. Then we're going to cut over and look for that Route 66. So you got little benches, flowers, beautiful parks close to the river. Information, that little restaurant across the street here. But I'd say the main attraction we want to find is up the hill. That Grant house. Go check that. I'd say that building's been restored. It's all offices for their town or something. Okay. Well, find the van. We'll head up there. I'd say that's it up here in the left. That's not very big at all, is it? That's it. That's a small house for being a president's house. Got the white picket fence. Well, let's go see what we can get into. Free parking. There's other parking down by the main highway. So, President Grant lived here. Yeah, that's a small house. I shouldn't say that. Maybe that was big back in the day. Ulysses S. Grant. Well, let's go on in.
Sketches around the hall. Julia is the baby grand piano. She played a Chickering Square 1865 baby grand piano. It is seen in the sketch. You notice how the chairs sit so low to the floor? That is only because people were so much smaller in those days. President Grant was considered a really tall, how many are using? Probably even workers by that time at the home. But in 1959, the home found a farmer in Maquoketa, Iowa, who could make the same fabric weave.
You have to take the tour, so we can't do our RVerTV tour. We can when we get outside. Wow, look at the old piano. So, yeah, that's good. Lady's very knowledgeable. She said he drank a lot, smoked 14 to 15 cigars a day, and died of throat cancer. Amazing. Never knew that.
His father was a tanner, a leather worker, and growing up, Ulysses hated the family business. Luckily for him, Dad valued education. Figured he might as well send his oldest son to college in his class.
Okay, here's the bedrooms. They're small. This is a small house. Big back in them days, but normally when you think of presidents' places, they're huge.
So he invites his pal Ulysses to go to, and back then there wasn't much out there to begin with. Grants decide because Julia is pregnant with their second child, she will not be making a difficult trip out west to enjoy all the summer.
She said everything's original in here. It's 90% original except for like flooring and carpets.
Spend time with Grant's
but they've kept it in this
2 years
condition.
later, still alone in the West, Grant is miserable. He needs to be away from my household. In the 60s, he and Julia pack up their 4 children and they move to Galena so that he can work in a leather goods store. Owned by his father, still living in Ohio, store's managed here by
Hey, thank you much. Have a good rest of the day.
Wood stove in every room. No running water.
Right. Say, how much do I owe?
Okay, here's the kitchen. I beat the crowd.
After that, he and Julia
There's our game room, poker room, library. Probably where they smoked all the cigars, made the deals, politician deals. Probably old Abe Lincoln was here, huh? We'll go outside. We can walk around the properties.
Get down to Honest John's yet?
That's a cool painting. Huh? And what back here? Kitchen. Wow. Stove's neat. They sell postcards and stuff. It's all donation. There's no fee. It's all donation. All the cookware, glassware, stoneware. Well, she's getting ready to do her spiel again. And what's that? Postcards, $3. You can buy them here. And we'll head out there in just a minute.
Oh, we're talking fashion. We got our modern fan in the works.
Thank you.
You guys here for?
Okay, we're out of that tour thing. Here's all the dishware. This guy was super famous, not only being a general, but the presidency. He had many homes. This is just one of many, according to that lady. She was extremely knowledgeable. There's his funeral procession. But this was hometown to him, I guess. His dad lived here. They had a leather shop or something. The family donated this house back to the state as long as they would keep it open to the public. This guy traveled. He even took his own chair with him. There he is. But she said he was a heavy smoker. That's what got him. Civil War history. We've always heard about him with Civil War. Wow, look at the big old paddle wheeler, huh? She said the town's flooded a few times. That's why they built the wall. Tons of history here. They actually got trolley tours you can take downtown. They'll take you around like the way we drove it. So, bunch of history. You never know. You never know what you're going to find when you're out here. Wow, he was born in Ohio. When I come to places like this, I always think, who's walked here before me? Not only probably millions of visitors through the years, but Grant himself, his wife, kids. You know, Abe Lincoln was here. All the politicians during his campaigns, probably. But that house is almost in perfect condition. When she sat inside it, it was 90% original. That was pretty good. They've really maintained it. Alright, they got statues down here. Check those. There's a couple more homes she said out in the street that are go way, way back. But they definitely got the view up here, don't they? There she is. That was his wife, I guess. Julia Dent Grant. Family photo, 1885. Wow. They were the leaders of everyone back in those days, in time. Well, glad I stopped up here. This was kind of a last minute find online. I wasn't looking hard. This popped up when I was checking routes. So glad we found it. Thank you, Mrs. Grant. There's the van. Look how big it is compared to all the cars. Pretty place, pretty neighborhood. These are those old houses she was talking about. Brick sidewalk. Really simple, aren't they? The old general store. That's almost identical to the wood one. It's all brick. No dates on them. Kind of looks like people live in some of these. There's that US 20 out there. Alright, well, what do you say? Keep on rolling. We're actually going to get on this US Highway 20. Going to drop south. There's a little town called Elizabeth on the way down. I'm actually going to spend the night in an RV park in Savannah. So I thought we'd check it out. It's not too far. More old brick homes. Yeah, towns like this are so cool. I mean, there's secrets and history and everything here. What a neat place. Probably even a ghost or two. I always ask if places are haunted. I don't know, it's fun. One lady said to me, it always stuck with me, only if you believe in them. Which, heck yeah. Why not? Alright, well, this town Elizabeth is supposed to be a small historic place. And it shows on the phone they got a little park with a fort. An old fort in it. I thought that'd be a fun little... Then farther south, get back on the Mississippi, gonna spend the night in Savannah. I think I already said that. And tomorrow we're gonna cross back over to Iowa. Why not? This is Elizabeth, Illinois coming up. Hey, for more information on my channel, be sure to check out my website. It's RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for my free newsletter, putting one out twice a month now. On there you'll find pictures and articles about these recent videos, also places that I'm heading to next. Got all kinds of cool stuff. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv. Plus, we got coffee mugs and shirts and some merch. Even got the new Armchair Traveler series. Coffee mugs are out now. So make sure, down in the description or below the description, you can click on one of those pictures of a mug. Take you over there, or just check out RVerTV.tv, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one of seeing that grotto, shrine, Galena, Grant's house, all of it. So I appreciate it very much. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv. Alright, let's check out this historic town of Elizabeth, Illinois. Clouds keep rolling in and out, but days shaped up pretty good. Hot and humid in August here. Okay, here we go. Hang on to your chair. This is downtown Elizabeth. There's the Elizabeth garage. Some brick buildings. According to the phone, I gotta make a left right up here if we want to go see that fort. Just a few buildings. Pretty little town now. Back road, small towns. Okay, I gotta make a left here. Ooh, parking lot. Well, what do you say? Let's park a minute before we go see that fort and walk up to a corner. I want to get a picture of their town sign. There it is. That's why I spotted. I like those round corners on the buildings. Be cool to have your office there. You get to stare out there all the time. Aren't those neat? Pretty flowers, small town USA right here. Can't beat it. Little area you can sit on a park bench. They got their Harvest Fest coming up. Pretty cool. Let's go find that fort. It's like a big town park. I bet the kids love coming out here. Let's go play at the fort. Probably rebuilt, huh? Saving history, you gotta love it. That's how it was back in the pioneer days. Chop a tree, build a fence, build a cabin, get the old campfire going, cooking your food. Pretty cool log house. There's your big old fireplace. That looks like they use it. They probably got events and stuff. This is their town park. Pretty cool. Small but cool. It's history. Lots of pretty flowers here. Sunflowers everywhere. Another little building. Pretty good sized park. Back through downtown Elizabeth. Gonna go back up here. This kind of took us off the Great River Road. Not too many miles, just a few. But we're gonna get back on it and follow the Mississippi. personally, I think it was worth going out of the way a little bit. But what a great day, huh? My goodness. Where else you gonna go see that grotto and that shrine made out of, hundreds of thousands of stones and geodes and glass, and I still can't get over that thing. That is just so cool. Glad they're saving it and restoring it. We are trucking south right along the Mississippi Great River Road. Just left Elizabeth, Illinois. Gonna head down to Savannah. Then I'm gonna spend the night in an RV park. Then tomorrow we're cutting over to Iowa. Alright, here's a little town. Lots of farms. You see silos everywhere, old-time farms. What a pretty, pretty place. Back roads, small towns. Oop, there's a sign. Hanover. Welcome to Hanover. Population is 850 according to the sign. And we got road construction. Made it through, yay. Looks like sewer line maybe, the sidewalks. Big time improvement. Little sign there said Apple River. We got the flower baskets. Small town USA. What a fun trip it's been coming down along the Mississippi River on this great river road, both sides. We started up in Winona, Minnesota, and been zigzagging our way ever since. We ain't done yet. Old style buildings. It's mid-afternoon now. I want to keep rolling. I want to get on down to Savannah, where I'm going to spend the night. Then in the morning, we're going to cut it back over to Iowa. Down to LeClaire, Iowa. Supposed to have a Buffalo Bill Museum. Plus, that's the home of that TV show, American Pickers. So I thought we'd go up and see their little gift shop, I think store. Looked at it online, doesn't look very big, but we're going to find out tomorrow. And that'll be the last stop along our Mississippi River trip. Then we're trucking east, because right there at LeClaire you can pick up Interstate 80. Then head over through Illinois and into Indiana, eventually even Ohio. Been a long summer, a lot of travel. Oh my goodness, I'm wore out. There'll be so much new content and video for this winter, fall and winter. It's unbelievable. Every week there'll be new videos. All part of the once-in-a-lifetime series, just like this one. Okay, it is hot and humid. That humidity is up, and so is the heat. Hot August days in the Midwest, huh? Or central at US, I guess we'd be in here. Looks like the crops are getting up there, getting ready to be harvested soon, probably. Fun trip. Alright, won't be too much longer. We'll be down Savannah. Hard to tell, but see the railroad track right there? Mississippi River is just on the other side of those trees. You should be seeing it shortly. The trees go away. There it is. Water. Yay. And there it is. Mississippi River. Across there would be Iowa. A little more blue sky down there. We're finally driving out of those clouds. Thought we'd get rain, but didn't happen. Wow, this is pretty through here. Those train tracks are right there, too. Right on the edge. Ooh, I see a bridge. Yay. This must be Savannah. I need to stop, change camera batteries, and get my bearings, see where I'm at here. Oh, look at this. Like a little park memorial. Perfect. Let's make a pit stop here. It's Veterans Memorial here. Pretty cool looking murals on that little building. One thing about small towns, they really support their local heroes and veterans. Got murals all the way around it. Kind of nice to be out of that van too. Oh man, I'm ready for a little bit of a rest tonight. Wow, that's pretty good artwork. They've got a little pavilion down here. Probably sit here and watch the big boats go by. Barges and stuff. There's more of the memorial. I'll walk over there. Got a little shade here. It's perfect. And looks like some fishermen down there in the bank. And your train tracks right along the river. Pretty. I've been looking hard, I know I've been saying it here quite a bit, at doing the river road from like Louisiana all the way up to the north. Maybe next year we can get a trip like that going, especially starting way down south. Check out their memorial here. Dale Gardner. Oh, he's from here. He flew on the shuttle missions. That's cool. Local guy turned hero, huh? This is a very well done memorial. Here's all their names, local veterans, lots of local history here. And Mr. Gardner has a bridge named after him, Veterans Memorial Bridge. That sign on the other side said he passed away unexpectedly. Brick sidewalk here. Very, very well done. Well, great little pit stop for me. I think we'll keep rolling, cut through Savannah, and then go find that RV park. And I just timed it right before the lawnmower started up. Seems like everywhere I film there's either a leaf blower or a lawnmower going. Good place to be in the mowing business. Green grass everywhere. Well, what do you say? Let's cruise the streets of Savannah. There's a grocery store up here. I want to make a quick stop. Grab a couple things to eat tonight. All the houses have the same architecture and design, huh? Really dates them back. Pretty neat. Comes the old brick buildings. all the generations of different businesses that's been down here. Businesses change, but the buildings don't. Just the people. It's cool they're keeping them going, restoring them. Alright, I gotta start paying attention here. Got the phone going. It's called Sullivan's Food Mart. It should be right around this corner up here. There it is, right to the right. Alright, I won't bore you with all this. Get parked. Just run and grab a couple things. One thing in the van, the fridge isn't that big, so I usually have to stop every day or two to just buy fresh stuff. I don't buy much, just me. Alright, this will only take a second. Nice little store, very friendly. Local businesses like that, that's kind of cool. You could hear them in there gossiping and talking. They all know each other. It's fun to listen in. Alright, we're gonna go find this RV park. Looks like about 4 miles out of town here. Now tomorrow when I cut over to Iowa, I could double back, go across that Gardner Bridge, but I'll probably drop straight south. Then cut over, we're going to cut into a town called Clinton. Wow, I see a lot of flowers. Pretty time of year here. Okay, this should be our road up here. Once again, this is all part of the Great River Road. Follows along the Mississippi. Actually goes both sides of the river. All the states have their own version of it. This must be the suburbs to Savannah. Just kidding. Looks like car dealers out this way. Yep, there's a Chevrolet dealer. Stop and get a new Chevy. Bet they're busy around here. Okay, should be right up the road here. It's called Seven Eagles RV Resort. I just found it randomly on Google. It kind of timed out with the distance. I wasn't real sure. But Savannah, I've been driving all day, so there's a perfect little... Oh, slots. They got slot machines? Wow. Okay. Well, this is home for the night. There's your mighty Mississippi out there. Also all kinds of marsh and areas here. There is a trail that you can walk out through there. There's our road we're taking in the morning. Just a sea of trees and water and everything else here. I've never been this part of the country. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna get a little rest. In the morning, we're out of here. Well, good morning. Those clouds went away. Yay. Time to keep rolling. Cool park. A lot of permanent, semi-permanent people stay here. They just set up their rigs for all summer. See all the porches on there and stuff on their RVs. Then they close it down in the winter. Kind of different. Very quiet, very peaceful. I just zonked out last night. I was beat. So, anyway, what do you say? You want to go to Iowa? Heck yeah. Alright. Since everyone's agreeing. Won't be far. Got about, 45 miles or so to get down to LeClaire. Sun's coming up. The days are just now, you can notice a little, they're getting a little shorter. Being later in August. And we got some blue sky today. Cool. Farm after farm after farm through here. You see corn. I wonder what else they grow. It's got to be a lot of different things. Pretty soon it'll be harvest time all over. That's good for work camping and RVing. A lot of these farms will hire work campers, RVers. Can usually work a few weeks, pick up a good chunk of change doing it. You see a lot of those companies advertising courtside at the big tent. Always looking for workers. According to the phone, this is a little town called Thompson, Illinois. Yep, there's a sign that said so. I gotta stop up here somewhere and change camera batteries. I was reading a little bit about that town of LeClaire. That Buffalo Bill Museum ought to be cool. It's supposed to have an old paddle wheeler or something inside of a building we can look at. Then that's also the hometown for that TV show. What do they call it? American Pickers. Which they've been on TV for a long time. Doubt if we'll see them guys. Oop, I'm gonna borrow this guy's parking lot up here. Yeah, too crowded. Find a gas station or something to pull in. I think I see something coming up. This'll work. Go and grab a cup of coffee too. Fuel prices have been fairly consistent. A little less than $4 a gallon for diesel. Alright, let me get set up here. Okay, we're getting in just to the outskirts of Fulton, but we're cutting across the mighty Mississippi town called Clinton. Then we'll drop straight south into LeClaire, and our turnoff should be up here pretty quick. Say this is it coming up. A little bit of residential area through here. People are just getting up, going to work. But our bridge should be straight ahead. Alrighty, we're leaving Illinois, heading to Iowa. See, that's what's so cool about this river road. You can just zigzag it. Both sides. You could probably drive this road many times and still not see it all. Alright, hang on to your armchairs. We're crossing the mighty Mississippi. See, this direction we're heading west. Okay. We are now officially in Iowa. Again. Because that big sign right there says so. Okay, and we should be making a left right up here at this traffic light. That guy was in a hurry, huh? Yep. I got it all mapped out on the phone here. Here we go. We're going to cut through Clinton. And then we're going to stay on this. I think it's 67 all the way down to LeClaire. Miles-wise, not that far. It is a pretty big town. We got to go through some town traffic here. That sign there says downtown district straight ahead. Yeah, these are old river towns. Go way back. Fast food places everywhere. That's one thing I avoid, is that stuff. Being on the road in the van, I try to eat best I can in the van. So that's why I usually hit little stores. Okay, it looks like we're getting into the downtown part. What is that, big church? Wow. That's impressive looking. I'm not going to stop here in Clinton. We're just going to do our sightseeing drive through. LeClaire is where we're going to explore. Should be timing out pretty good. Time we get down to LeClaire, about another half hour, that museum should be opening up. But if you ever wondered what it was like to drive through Clinton, Iowa, this is it. Mile after mile. This is a big town. Here you go. Here's some of the older buildings. Oh yeah. I'd say this is Old Town here. Can you see the clouds rolling in off to the left over the water? We're right on the Mississippi River. I mean, we're right here. I don't know if it's clouds or fog. Definitely old brick buildings. We're gonna have to do a little zigzagging up here, it looks like, on the phone. Gotta make a right here. I'm following 67, Highway 67. And should be making another turn right up here somewhere. See, I knew all along which way to go. Sure you did. Well, the phone did. Yeah, goodness. Yeah, them clouds are hanging right over the water, aren't they? Got blue sky here. Maybe there's a better way to get through all this. I don't know the streets at all. Trust me, not at all. So I just kind of stick to the mapping system here on Google. And I'd say we're doing good. Once we get a little bit farther out of Clinton here, we're going to pick up right along the river. Wow, what is that? A big concrete plant? Something over there? That is huge. Almost looks like we're gonna go into some rain clouds up here. Alright, we're just staying right here on 67, trucking south. Alright, here's another turn. I'd say we're out of Clinton. I had to pull the cameras in for a while. I caught a heavy shower, rain shower. They're fixing the roads here too. Big project. Yeah, went another mile or so and all of a sudden it just started raining. Had to pull the cameras in. But we're in good shape now. You can't see it off the camera, but I can see it off the left is a river. Let me look. This is called Princeton. Want to go over the river? Heck yeah. And not that turn. Oh yeah, I see old buildings over there. There's a river. Yeah, let's make a stop. We've got a little time left before we get down LeClaire. Yeah, we got right back in the cloud cover. There's our Mississippi River. This is our last day of seeing it. From here, once I get done there in LeClaire, we're going to video that museum. Probably right around noontime we'll be done. Then we're going to start trucking east because Interstate 80 runs through there. I'm going to take the interstate for a couple 100 miles to truck east. Wow, they got a little park here. This is cool. Oh, we got to stop. Looks like a boat launch. And marina. Only a couple boats. There's the Mississippi. Sure does get wide in some areas. The history of this. Yeah, cute little park. Yeah, I could see it driving down the road. Thought, why not? Let's stop, check it. Princeton, Iowa. That entire building's made out of concrete. They are ready for high water. And they probably get it. This river does flood. Well, let's see what else they got. Their own Veterans Memorial to all the wars. Flag flying. Doesn't that be fancy, but it's meaningful, huh? Cute little park, got benches, little gazebo. It's probably a busy place at one time. Big buildings, huh? Anchors hanging off the light poles in a place called Go Fish Bar and Grill. That is perfect. I love it. All right, let's keep on trucking. See the anchors? Little decorations off their electric poles. Okay, well, we had a little time before that museum opened. Gotta check it out. RVerTV style. You get back on 67. LeClaire is right down the road. We're close. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for the free newsletter. Also, we're posting blogs and journals and all kinds of stories over there about the recent videos posted. So that's kind of a new feature. Also, we got merch, coffee cups, the whole Armchair Traveler series. The ones with the dogs on it, the grandma, the grandpa, all of it. Plus, we're coming out with some Route 66 mugs as well. T-shirts and whatnot. That's all over there on RVerTV.tv. Plus, if you get a coffee mug, you can submit your picture. We call it mugshots. It's a new thing on the newsletter now. If you want your picture holding an RVerTV coffee mug, if you get one, email me the picture. You mail it to info@RVerTV.tv. Send the picture, and we'll feature your picture and you in an up-and-coming newsletter right there on RVerTV as well. Make it fun for everyone, and I appreciate it. Appreciate all the support and everyone that gets involved with the website. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one. Traveling the Great River Road. Right there on the left is the mighty Mississippi, and we're heading to LeClaire, Iowa. Made it. Here it is. Some of these houses are old. What a view they have right of the Mississippi. Alright, there's supposed to be a big parking lot up here and museum. Gotta find it, then we're gonna walk around town. Timing should be just about right. Museum opens at 9 and that American Picker Place at 10. Wow. Here's their downtown. Oop, better pay attention. I think I gotta make a left here. No, not big at all, is it? there's the museum building. I seen that picture online. Buffalo Bill Museum. We've seen a lot of his stuff, huh? Last year, remember, where was that? Nebraska? His actual home. That was cool. Seeing his old homestead. Alright, well, I'll get parked. We'll take a little walk. They're not quite open. We say let's go up to the street. We'll check that. Stretch our legs, get out of that van. Heck yeah. Good old Buffalo Bill. He was iconic back in his day. All the shows he did. He was a scout. All kinds of stuff. There's your old alleyway. They got porches on the back of the buildings. Wonder if it flood. It's got to flood. I wonder how high up it comes. Pretty flowers. This is a very, very cool little town. There's money here, huh? Them buildings are mint condition. Wow, look at that place. Big old rounded windows. Cool. That place is old. I know I keep saying it, but it's fun to look at. Coffee shop, cafes. It's just now turning 9 o'clock, so that museum's open. We'll wander down towards that. There's a boat. Or is that part of the museum? Wow, quite a few cars. Here's their Veterans Memorial. Right here on the mighty Mississippi. Nice little benches. You can sit out here, watch big boats go by. Wow. That sign's toast. That's a replica boat. So, not sure what they do with it. Morning. How you doing today? Ooh, there's one of those big barges. Let's get up a little close. We're peeking the windows. And there's our water. Last day we're going to see it. Oh, here comes a barge. Oh, we got to wait on this guy. Those things gotta hold just a tremendous amount of grain or whatever they're hauling. Remember up in Winona we seen them getting filled. Yeah, look at the size of this. Philip M. Pfeiffer. Big old flat bottoms, they just plow right through that water. So it looks like he's pushing 3 of them. I'd still like to ride on one. I think that would just be a hoot and a half. Maybe someday figure out how to get on one. They probably make you work. You ain't riding for free, just get on there and work. I think it'd just be cool. They had pictures of this online. They're painted boulder here. Quite a bit of artwork. This is a plush little town. This place is nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's painted all the way around. That's very artistic. There's old Buffalo Bill. A lot of history on it. That's cool. That American Pickers place is across the street behind that gas station up there. Well, that's a all engine. They got 2 big engines probably in that thing. Has to hold just a ton of fuel. And they push those barges all the way up. They probably go clear out into the Mississippi, out in Louisiana, New Orleans, go through all the lock systems. Long ways. A lot of miles. Oh wow, he's got quite a few tied onto this thing. 3 wide. Ingram Barge Company. Cool. Nice little flower garden. You know me and flowers. Always check them. Love the colors. Museum is open. The Buffalo Bill Museum. Regional history. Right here in LeClaire. Well, let's see, his home was in Nebraska. Then in Cody, Wyoming, they got a massive museum on him. Big old paddle wheel there. Looks like right off a ship. Back in the day, the river is probably just packed with them things. Great River Road, here you go. Shows you all the stops. Okay, we're in. There is local history, Buffalo Bill, and Mississippi River history. Wow, that's a good picture. Personally, to me, I like the local history more. Even though you don't know their local history. All the pictures, it's amazing what they save. There's your flooded town. And that guy had a bad day. He ended up in a museum. The river pilots. I bet all the captains of the boats had to know all the sandbars. Captain Philip Suter. Yeah, this stuff goes way back, doesn't it? Legendary Mississippi River pilot. There was no GPS and none of that stuff back then. It was, you just had to learn the river and expect the changes probably. Even the time of year, the river would go up and down. It wasn't dammed back then. Probably got pretty wild. My goodness, it got old captain's logs. clean handwriting. You can't even read my handwriting. The Van Sant family, riverboat pioneers. Well, that's a real boat. They just put a building over it. Quite a big building. All those logs, my goodness. Mile long, huh? All tied together. 1872. Wow. All right, all aboard. Go take it for a ride. Here's the old Lone Star. Everything made out of wood. Big old boiler in it. That paddle wheel is probably just churning back there. And noisy. Very well displayed. Everything painted up nice. Pictures everywhere. Bet they get a lot of people come through here. You can get some fans going, that feels good. What do you say, you want to go up top? Their galley. Up, there's the bell. Not sure how to get up top. Not this way. Right there's our Mississippi. It looks like a restaurant or something on that barge out there. Maybe that's it. Alright, well, I'll figure it out how to get up there. Alright, they got a little elevator for handicap in here. But we want to go up top. I think stairs are in the back. Big old winch. They probably tied up a lot of ropes to that thing, pulling stuff. Up we go. There's the Lone Star. There's their bell. Wow, pretty cool, huh? Went up and down this river a few times. Big wheel. That'd be a workout. Who needs to go to the gym? There's your gas pedal and handles. Wow, pretty simple, huh? That is a giant wheel. How fun. Even got a light bulb. I'm teasing. Nah, this is history. And they're saving it. What a cool, cool place. LeClaire, Iowa. If you ever get a chance, get in here and check this stuff out. All these museums need support. Keep them going. And what else we got around here? Oh, some of the old pictures. Lone Star in 1869 to 1968. And there it is. Wow. There you go. That's where they slept. That's probably the captain's quarters. That old piping was probably for heat off their steam boiler. Kept them warm. What else we got? Another cabin. Old plywood floor. And a desk. Life was simple, wasn't it? And over the edge, there's your paddle wheel. Still got the cloud cover and a lot of cars out there. Okay, they had a few things down in the front here. Instead of shipping a bottle, how about shipping a box? Replicas, old models of the old paddle wheelers. There's your Dixie Belle. Every shape and size you could think of. Oh, here you go. Famous people from Iowa. John Wayne. Winterset, Iowa. Go figure. Wyatt Earp was born in Pella, Iowa. So they got some famous people from here. Leon Bix, Davenport, Iowa. Herbert Hoover, West Branch, Iowa. There you go. And the interstates, when they started constructing them, that changed everything. When those roads went in, took out a lot of little towns, you know, all their commerce, bypassing everything, like Route 66. Progress. Oh, here you go. Now that is a cool boat. An old wooden Chris Craft. Absolutely elite. Not much to them, but extremely well built. Okay, I think this is a lot of their local stuff. Pictures of the old town. Looks like old buildings. What was back in the day. LeClaire's historic districts. Couple boys with their imagination wanting to be on that boat. Heck yeah. There you go. Meat market. See, this is what I like, is the old local stuff. Base of a tree, which is very old. Huge, huh? And they saved it. Big chunk of it anyway. Estimated 225 years. Was cut down in 1964. It died from Dutch elm disease. And they saved it. Picture of a bunch of the old river boat pilots. Bet they could tell stories. And there's Wild Bill. Yeah, I still think about going to his house there. Up there in Nebraska. There's the house. We were there last year. Up there in Nebraska. Well, that man sure traveled the world. Pony Express, my goodness. The Lincoln Highway. That's another trip cross country, Highway 30. I've done pieces of it, but never the whole way. Highway 50's another one too. Native American stuff. Remember those old records? Musical instruments. See, this is what you get in some of this local history. People donate all their old antiques. Cecil Fletcher. Must have been popular here. Old piano. Player piano. Turn it on. Old time jukebox. And Tony LeClaire. That must be the founder of the town here. What the heck is this thing? Looks like an old treadmill. I'll be darned. Oh, no way. They put a dog on it to churn butter. It's a treadmill for dogs. A dog-powered butter churner. There you go. There's our cool find of the day. Where else are you going to find a dog-powered butter churner? That is something. Satellite dish. Got your lawnmower in here. Manufacturing. Okay. So they must have manufactured mowers. Maybe engines. That's something. When you got your shoes fixed, have a new sole put on your shoes. Now people throw everything away. Old sewing equipment. Farming stuff, tools. They got a little bit of everything in here. How about a snow sled? I had a sled when I was a kid. That looks like a little thing for parades or something. Probably when they have town parades. Pretty neat. Well, you know that TV show, that Picker show. I bet they've put stuff in here. All the cameras. This would have been me back in the day. Actually, I had an old box camera, like that little one there, when I was little. I cherished that thing. There's your fruit jar collection. And looks like some of their Civil War stuff. Memorabilia. Old pictures. Little Abe Lincoln in here. More military. Cool. Fun little place to come into. All the old uniforms. There's a really good example of one. World War I. Guns and swords. All museums have that stuff. Yeah, this has been collected for a long time. Tons of history along the Mississippi. All these little towns. Here's their high school. Looks like all their high school uniforms. Old yearbook pictures. See if anyone's smiling. Not many. That's a nice photo though. That was a big deal to get those pictures taken back in the day. Here's your quilt room. All the old quilts. Sewing machines. That was high tech at one time. And all the ladies' dresses. All the fashions. Goodness. Mrs. Sam Guest. She wore a wreath of human hair. Right there. Wow. Okay. But the best find of the day is our dog-powered butter churner. I'll guarantee you I have never seen one in my life. If anyone else has, let me know. Dog-powered butter churner. What a fun little museum. Glad I came in here. Definitely highly recommend it. What do we have here? James Ryan, inventor. What did he invent? Here's his office. Old typewriter. James J. Ryan. More local history. I like that phone. Nowadays you put it in your pocket. Well, pretty cool to be in here. Flight recorders. Okay. Well, I'm just going to walk down to that American Picker place instead of driving a van. Right there's the American Picker van. They probably own places around here. And some of the downtown info. LeClaire, Iowa. Well, you do. You have some tremendous history here. There's some of the old buildings. We walked past them. Authentic river experience. That'd be cool. Figured it'd be easier to walk over here than to try to drive. I guess I could have parked in the street right there. There's their building. They show that on their TV show. I used to watch it. I don't watch it anymore. I don't watch hardly any TV. But it was entertaining. There was two guys that ran around in a van. Go figure. They collect antiques. They ought to come to Quartzsite. Oh, there's that car. You see that on their show. Antique archaeology. There's their buildings. Wow, a lot of people here. This mainly looks like gift shops. Bet they do a heck of a business. Well, I'm just gonna nose around a minute, grab a couple pictures, and then we'll get out of here. Well, pretty cool. Very little, very crowded. They're mainly gift shops. I mean, it's cool. Part of their TV show stuff. So, anyway, get a chance, check her out. Alright, here we go. Want to go down here about 3 miles. We're going to pick up Interstate 80. What a fun trip this has been since we started up in Winona, Minnesota. Been zigzagging our way down this mighty Mississippi River along the Great River Road. And the sign says 80 East, heading toward Chicago. Route 66, here we come. Thank you for watching this once-in-a-lifetime video on the Great River Road, exploring the Mississippi River. Was sure one epic trip, one for the memory books. Make sure you check out all the RVerTV once-in-a-lifetime video series all long form videos that'll take you clear around the country. Talk soon!